So today is day 18 since I had my ruptured patellar tendon surgically repaired. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time today talking about where I am 18 days out in terms of physical therapy, the ability to flex my leg, the ability to put weight on my leg, and some other things that we've been focusing on in physical therapy to get me back on my feet. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's Justin here at 5K Tennis, and today is Tuesday, November the 19th, 2019, and it is 18 days since I have gone through my ruptured patellar tendon surgery, or my knee reconstructive surgery. So I wanted to take a little bit of time out because I missed doing my kind of recuperation or recovery video yesterday. I was in physical therapy and also had an appointment for my fractured wrist that occurred at the same time. Got a new cast. Let's go. Let's go. So anyway, where I'm at currently is actually I'm standing on my own. So this is a really good feeling for me. So 18 days out, where am I? So let's begin with physical therapy yesterday. One of the big things for me is being able to flex my knee, such as if my leg is straight, I want to be able to flex it to its fullest extent. That's my goal. My goal is to be back on the tennis court and playing competitively as soon as I possibly can. Obviously, following the doctor's order. So, where am I at in terms of flexing my knee? So yesterday at physical therapy, I was able to get my knee flexing to 64 degrees. So if this is straight, like 180 degrees, this is 90, like that. So 64 that I got on my own was right about here. So that's pretty good for being 18 days out. One of the big things that is getting harder for me day after day is the size of my muscle mass on my right leg, or my quadricep, especially in my hamstring. So it's kind of odd for me. My entire life I've been on the tennis court or around the court and stayed fit for literally my entire life. At the same point in time though, I've gone sometimes a year or 6 to 8 months without working out at all due to work or traveling, moving or whatever, and I never lost any muscle mass. So the odd thing for me is I ruptured my patellar tendon, and the injury happened on October 22nd, and I had surgery on November the 1st. So I had about 9 days in between the injury and the surgery, and within that 9 days, I completely lost the inside of my quadricep area. So I'll try to see if I can move this camera. So if I take this splint off, my upper quadricep is literally completely thin. Like my right side is much bigger, or my left side is much bigger than my right side. So that's been one of my big concerns when I go to physical therapy, is saying, hey, is everything okay? Because my quadricep and my hamstring are literally non-existent. So it's like my femur is here, and then my muscles are kind of like dead in time, but they're not. So what else we're doing at physical therapy is using a type of machine that attaches kind of some electrical or some electrodes to different areas of the muscles, and then they turn that machine on, and it initiates kind of a shock to each muscle, and the muscles will flex. So I don't know why the muscle gets, I think the word is atrophy, so quickly, but in 9 days I completely lost all the muscle mass on my quadricep and hamstring. So I have been doing the following exercises relentlessly, the nonstop. I was told I could do them at will, so I just do them as much as I possibly can. So I'll do full leg extensions. That's where I lay flat on my back and lift my leg up, trying to keep my toes pointed towards my nose. So that lets the calf get involved. Also, too, I'm working on extension, and that's where say the leg is straight, we're trying to actually push the bottom of the knee into the ground and make the front part of your calf and leg actually extend up. So I'm pretty good at that at this point in time. 18 days out, they say I'm way ahead of the curve in terms of the extension aspect. and I'm doing pretty well 18 days out at 64 degrees of flexion, so that's pretty good. Also, an exercise that has been assigned is what they call hip abductions, and that's where we do this. So I'll put it back down. So let's say I was laying flat, I would make kind of a snow angel with the leg. So going out, out, and I'll go up, up, out, out, and I'll continue to do that until I can feel some type of burn. Sorry, it's tough operating this camera with one arm. So also too, just a quick heads up on the wrist. I know the wrist is kind of irrelevant for why I do these videos, but when I came down on my leg and my leg buckled, I finished falling to the ground on my hand, and it fractured my wrist. Luckily, again, I haven't had to have surgery on that, but it does keep me from doing my upper body type workouts. So I can't do push-ups. I can't do burpees. I'm kind of limited. So I've lost a little bit of weight, probably 3-4 pounds, because again, generally I'm eating a lot and then real physical outside. So that's been another issue as well. But for me, 18 days out, I'm real positive, and I hope to get through this relatively quickly. So I'm trying to think if I really missed anything. So if you're going through this injury, by the way, and you have a question, or you're about to face surgery, or you're just coming out of surgery, just shoot me a message. But again, when this injury happened, it was devastating to me. The first couple of days, just brutal pain after surgery, the unknown. Will I walk again? Will I get my leg back? Why did this happen? But as you know, day 5 and 6 and 7, and the pain and swelling starts to subside, you get positive. You really do. So again, 18 days out, a lot of people don't even put weight on their leg 18 days out. It just depends. Everyone's different. Everyone's patellar tendon and their body makeup and their healing process and their time of the day that they have to do exercises is, it's generally variable. So again, 18 days out, I do heel pumps. That's where I'm just basically pointing my toe away and my toe back towards my nose with a stretchy kind of surgical band to have resistance there. The hip abductions, where it's kind of like a snow angel, which I just did here. The straight leg lifts, where you're lifting your legs straight up. I do calf extensions, so I'll put both of my toes together and I'll go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down until I feel that burn. So that's another one. And then I do what's called a passive leg flex, and that's where I have someone forcefully push my knee up as high as I can stand in a flex position, so I can get to 64 degrees on my own. It gets quite painful there, but my limit to go to is 75 degrees until week 3. So I'll try to slowly get there, and we'll see what happens. I am on my feet, and I can't actually walk around a little bit. So I'm supposed to only put 50% of weight on my foot. So let's see if I can roll this down here. So I have my crutch over here, but I can walk on it. So it's pretty good, right? So all in all, again, if you're watching this, it does get better, especially if you're active and always on your feet. You lose your ability to use your leg, and it just gets downright depressing. So I've been through that, and it gets better. So please don't hesitate to send me a message. It's been a really actually interesting experience. Where I live is a very small area. People found out about the injury because there wasn't a lot of kids on the tennis courts, and there usually is, and the community came together and has really helped us out tremendously here. So I've looked at this injury as, 1, a learning experience, 2, that there's good people out there. So anyway, thanks a lot, and I'm gonna end this video at this point, and look forward to the next one. So hopefully Monday, let's see, no, today's Tuesday, so my next physical therapy is Friday. So I'm going to do exercises until then, and then we'll see what happens after Friday. All right, let's go. Take care. Feeling a lot better, staying pumped up, staying motivated. Watching diet, by the way. So I've been trying to get maybe 120 to 140 grams of protein in my body a day. Staying on the feet, even though I can't do any upper body stuff. Just keeping the energy, keeping the body going, keeping the mind positive, and doing my best to get my leg back. So thanks a lot. See you later. and just send me a message if you have any questions. Take care. Adios. Let's go. Stay pumped, though, no matter what. Stay positive. Let's go. All right? Take care. See ya.